just across the Cumberland River from those neon lights of Broadway, we welcome you inside Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The playoffs have arrived. It is the start of Super Wild Card Weekend, and off we go here on this Saturday. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. And this is taken in by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on 2nd down, Levis. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
3rd and long.
Like zero.
From the gun, it's Levis. This one deep downfield for Mingo. And that is incomplete. Jonathan Mingo, the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Titans are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete. That's the tight end, Noah Gray. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal. Motion man is Rice. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, KC.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
You have to appreciate the effort. The guy's given everything he has to try to make something out of nothing, but understand sometimes you just have to live to survive another down and not take a big loss.
Like 49.
A 2nd down throw here for Levis. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Watkins motioning over. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Levis. And that is incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. The Titans punting unit comes out to the field. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And this is going to go out of bounds, but it's a moot point, really, because it ends up being a turnover on downs. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
He'll air it out down the middle. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup.
And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 54.
This drive will start on the ground. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On second down, Levis. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third and long.
54 readers, what? Like 54.
Now Levis. This is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses. They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Yellow.
Third and short. Here's Patrick. And that is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs going to open up a 17-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Diamond. Tracy. Zahad. And 24 Linda. Zahad.
On play action, here's Levis. And he's got this one complete to Watkins. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. 1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. It's the Chiefs on top. And we're back in Music City after this. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's Levis to throw. This one complete to Watkins. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
22 Linda, 22 Linda. They like 13.
Out of the shotgun, Levis. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Here's a run. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
They'll go with him again. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Motion man is Rice. They go play action with Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Yellow. And grip left. Right side.
Mahomes back. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Returnable from the 17. Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Right 0.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Levis. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
Yellow.
Here's Pacheco. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. To throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Hey, come on, come on. Here. Sub! Sub! Hold on, 22 Rita. Right. Hold on.
Here's Levis. This one, deep downfield for Mingo. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Levis. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On 1st and 10, here's Levis. This one, downfield for Okonkwo.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
That is caught! And he will score! Devin Duvernay. Touchdown Titans. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. First and 10 for Mahomes. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down. Now they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Mahomes to Rice for a big play. And even 30 yards. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. That's complete to Rice. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding a hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again. Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Right back to the air from Mahomes. To the end zone. It's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 6.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Diamond. Tracy. And 24 Linda. Green. 22 Linda.
From the gun, it's Levis. Pass complete. He's got Calvin Ridley. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
His pass caught. It's Chigokankwo. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
Mike 13. Out on. Panda.
Levis to throw. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Finding room at midfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we are at halftime here in the AFC wildcard matchup, as we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Now, Levis. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Like 24.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Like 54, like 54.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Titans 1st down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Short! 49, like 49. Hey, mayday, mayday, mayday.
To throw is Levis. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
He'll air this one out for Watkins. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field, so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
Like 0, like 0.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Levis. He's got his tight end. That's Okonkwo. 2nd time they've connected on this drive. And 19 yards out of this one. Levis to throw it here on 1st down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
A couple of 3rd down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10.
22 window, 22 window. 0 down, 90 down, 49 Rita.
To throw is Levis. He'll find the open man. That's Watkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Motion man is Rice. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Lots of space past the 45. And they finally get him down. Good gain on the ground, but hold everything. Maybe a reason he got so free. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. This one is caught by Hollywood Brown. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Kenneth Murray.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there is a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
On, Mike 49.
Here's a toss, right side. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Open man, that's Duvernay. 13 yards on the catch there. That's good for a Titan first down.
Mike 49. Mike 49.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Mike 13. Mike 13. Army. Hey, 40 Linda.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Hey, Mike 13.
Now Levis. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round.
Here we go. 18. Set.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal.
On, Mike 0. Mike 0. Set hut. Set hut.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Will Levis. Touchdown Titans. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Titans will extend this 3rd quarter lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
Yellow.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. First down throw, Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And in motion is Brown. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Kenneth Murray. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. 1 quarter remains here in this AFC wildcard matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Hey, come on, come on. You're crazy. Sit down.
Levis to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Right 5-4.
Out of the shotgun, Levis. He'll go right and find his running back. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Three for 3 in the game as this one is also good. And the Titans will extend their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A first down throw for Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them. Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Motion man is Rice. On play action, it's Mahomes. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Kenneth Murray.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On. Mike 46, Mike 46.
The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. It's first down, and they'll run. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. A gain of 15. Well done. Facing 3rd and 14, they pick it up.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Throwing on second down, Levis. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here, bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. What can they do here on third down and 7? From the gun, it's Levis. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Down to a knee here, and that'll do it. They have advanced. They are moving on in the playoffs.
Mike 49.
it's a win here for the Titans. They are moving on in these playoffs. Won't have a long time to celebrate this one. You have to get right back to work for the divisional round. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Titans winners here in Music City as we say so long from Nashville.